all ideas having large consequences are always simple. Now, what is simple topic? And it has a large consequence. It's talking about a big thing, right? So let's piece this together. This came in 2024, and 2024, I feel a lot of confusing essays came up, and this was actually not that complicated if you look at it, but what it's talking about, large consequences. So this is so if I write down the keywords here, um, clearly the first one is impact. A large consequence means significant impact. The second thing is hidden in the topic, simplicity, right? And when we talk about simplicity, we'll also talk about complexity and how those two interplay, what makes some ideas simple, others complex, things like that. The third is why simple concepts are easy to adopt. So the understanding required for simple things is simple. It's also therefore becomes viral, right? Easily. So that is something we have to describe. The fourth one I would say is examples will play a huge role in this essay. So let's pick up the right examples. And the last one, I would say something around oversimplification, right? I would say that we have to pay attention to the nuances. So these are the keywords. And if we look at arguments, the first one I would write is that simplicity aids understanding, right? In a classroom, a teacher tries to simplify the concept so the students can understand. And once understood, they're easy to retain in memory and get adopted, right? So simplicity itself aids understanding and therefore it helps adoption. The second thing I would say is that simple ideas have a viral quality, right? And that is why we these days use something like minimalism in design. Take Apple for instance. Apple phones, very beautiful to look at, MacBooks. They are viral because they are also extremely simple and easy to use. So that's clearly our second point. We'll have to build on this virality. Apple is one example. There are many other examples that you can deal with. And then ideas with large consequence, we'll talk about some historical innovations. Historical innovations, you can talk about the light bulb, the wheel is a great example. It makes trade and transport possible. So small idea, but huge impact. Another example is here, right here, E is equals mc square, and the matter energy equation, right? A small amount of matter gives a large energy. So I think not only is the example describing simplicity, or it is also described in a simple equation. So it that is why I chose that as a picture to describe this topic, because that's exactly what it says. It's a small thing can give you a large thing, right? A small amount of matter can give you a large energy. So definitely use this. This was Einstein's equation that eventually found its way to nuclear energy. The second I would use in a sub topic here. So these are ideas, simple ideas with large consequences. All right. The second one I will say is political ideas. And political ideas, you can definitely talk about things like Swaraj for Indian independence movement. You can also write Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech and that is a simple idea that encapsulated the entire civil rights movement. And because things were so simple, they were easy to adopt. The third one is philosophical thought. And in philosophical thought, also, we have extremely simple ideas that give rise to entire belief systems. So, you can take absurdism or existentialism or karma. These are all extremely simple ideas, but they have a large appeal because people are able to understand what they are. And then the final thing I would write is oversimplification, like simplification for the sake of it can lead to misconceptions, and it can also lead to inadequate solutions, right? So we have to consider the nuances of simplification and avoid oversimplification. So that's pretty much it. I think those are our key arguments. Definitely use a lot of examples. And I gave you quite a few, but I think this is all about illustration of that point. So take a screenshot and keep it for your revisions. I will see you next time.